Hi, and welcome to my favourite place, the garden bench top. Today we're going to try and solve a mystery about who has been eating your cucumbers. There's nothing more devastating than discovering something has been raiding your cucumber crops. All that hard work and effort gone in one single night. But who could do so much damage so quickly? Well, in this short video, we are going to investigate the animals that are likely suspects that have been helping themselves to your cucumbers. We'll also look at ways to prevent these thieves from raiding your cucumber patch in the future, so definitely stick around. The first animal on our suspects list is the humble deer. Deer are particularly voracious when it comes to a household vegetable garden. They love to nibble on young leaves and stems, which makes them a menace to gardeners. Actually, any plant that is in the early stages of its growth is fair game for a deer. Interestingly, deer do have a sensitivity to plants that have furry or prickly leaves and fruit, and cucumbers fall into this category. When cucumbers mature, they develop a prickly skin for this very reason, protection against predators. So if a deer is given the choice between a prickly cucumber plant and a non-prickly plant, like beans or spinach, it'll choose the smoother option any day of the week. That being said, if the deer is hungry enough, it will endure a bit of discomfort for food, so we can't completely rule them out as a suspect. Moving on to our next suspect, the cute little bunny rabbit. Don't let their appearance fool you. Rabbits may be adorable, but their appetite can cause a lot of damage to your cucumber and other vegetable crops. Rabbits are definitely high up on the list of likely suspects for your missing cucumbers. With a diet that consists of 75% leafy greens, they will decimate your cucumber plants by eating the nutrient-rich leaves, shoots, and flowers. In fact, their preference for leaves is so strong, they may even leave you some cucumbers just to say thanks for the meal. The best way of keeping rabbits away from your cucumbers is to fence them off. Because rabbits have a height disadvantage, the fencing doesn't have to be too intrusive and is very effective for keeping them away from your vegetables. Check out this video by a fellow YouTuber about how he keeps rabbits away from his cucumbers. Alternative methods of deterring rabbits from eating your leafy greens is sprinkling powders around your plants like chili, talcum powder, or red pepper powder. The goal is for the rabbits to sniff the substances and just move on from the garden to greener pastures because the substances deter them. Next up is the sneaky little squirrel. Squirrels are smart animals that are extremely persistent at getting to their food sources. Due to their agility and ability to climb, they can access areas of the garden that others cannot. If you have squirrels in the area, then they're likely to be one of the main culprits for your missing cucumbers. They love to steal young fruits and vegetables from home gardens. And unfortunately, the prickly exteriors of the cucumbers don't deter these sneaky thieves. In fact, cucumbers are a particular favourite of squirrels, as it's a terrific water source and it helps them to quench a night of garden raiding. Often they'll bite into the cucumbers and just throw them back onto the ground after they've satisfied their thirst. The easiest way to stop squirrels from taking your cucumbers is by isolating them away from them. Now, because squirrels have the agility and dexterity to climb and jump from tree to tree, keeping them out of reach for squirrels is going to be difficult. The only way to do that is to cage them off, or, like the rabbits, you can try sprinkling some powders around. Okay, let's move on to our next suspect. The bin diving raccoons. If there's any animal that we can confidently strike off the suspects list for the missing cucumbers, it would be raccoons. In fact, raccoons will do everything they can to avoid cucumbers. Again, it's due to the cucumbers' prickly exterior, vines and leaves. They dislike the feeling of the spines so much that people use cucumber vines as a way of deterring raccoons from using their fence. According to regional wildlife services in Canada, they claim the smell of cucumbers will actually deter raccoons so much that they will avoid an area with a cucumber plant. So how do we stop raccoons from eating your cucumbers? There's no need. Raccoons detest the smell and taste of cucumbers as much as your kids hate the taste of Brussels sprouts. Okay, the final animal on our list of possible cucumber thieves is the rat. Rats and mice are also likely suspects. Like rabbits, they like to snack on anything young, fresh and juicy, particularly tender new shoots of any plant, including cucumbers. Unlike rabbits, they'll happily eat your cucumber crops along with the leaves and stems. So how do we stop rats and mice from eating your plants? Rats and mice are much harder to control when it comes to keeping them away from your plants. Unlike rabbits, they are built to scavenge. They are adaptable creatures that can climb up walls, jump over gaps, and can even chew through things to get to their food. We've even had first-hand experience with rats chewing through the lids of our worm farms just to get to the food scraps inside. They are a complete and utter nuisance. Many home gardeners have had success repelling rats and mice using natural solutions like planting mint and herbs. The rats and mice don't like the smell and stay away, which is fine by us. In addition, keeping a tidy garden can also help to deter rats and mice. They require hiding places to move around and breed. So by maintaining a tidy garden without too much clutter and debris on the ground, it'll make it harder for them to move. Picking up any fallen food and seeds also helps to reduce the food sources for the rats and mice, and they will soon move on to more lucrative places to feed. So who is your likely suspect for the mystery of who ate your cucumber plants? Obviously each case is unique and dependent on the suspects and the evidence around your garden. We know for sure we can rule out Mr. Raccoon, who detests cucumbers, and Mrs. Deer, who usually prefers less prickly delights. If your cucumber plants are missing leaves and stems, but the cucumber fruits remain, we'd wager a guess that the cute little bunny rabbit is stealing a midnight snack. But if your cucumber plants have been completely devastated, stems, roots, leaves and fruits, then you may have rats and mice in your garden. Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you'll be notified when we release future videos. Happy gardening!